Hello guys, and welcome back to me building an evil temple. So, as you can see behind me, I have a building guide set up, and yeah, this is going to be the base structure for my evil temple. Let's go into F5 mode here and let's check it out. So basically, I have a building guide set up here. It's a 15 by 15 circle. It took me a while to get to it. I don't want to click on this, but anyway, you can mess with the various sides of these. You have to mess with each and every side of it, and you also have to shift when you select what side you want. So this is a 15 by 15 circle. This is basically the size I want the middle part of my evil temple to be. When we get our statue of the goddess, I want it to be in the dead center, and the people that need to cure their curses have to basically run the gauntlet and yeah, basically cure themselves and go through this evil temple. And it's going to be full of monster spawners and other things that are going to make it a little difficult for them. So yeah, I guess if they really wanted to, if they didn't want to go through this evil temple, they could go through the steps of witchery and get themselves a demon heart and figure it out themselves. But I think this will be a lot funner. I think if we allow, and I can't make people go by this rule on the server, but if we allow one statue of the goddess and it's located here in this evil temple, then yeah, I think it would be really cool. Everyone would know where the guy is going who is cursed. So yeah, so I started building this out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to build myself a little base camp here. I've got a trunk. We can put that down, and let's see here. I've got most of my building materials here in this golden bag of holding. But yeah, it looks like I have to throw a lot of things away to get started. But what I've got is my builder's wand, which will help me build all this stuff. Let's get some of this garbage out of my inventory here. This is so much useless garbage. There we go. You know, we could also, now that I think about it, have a turtle build this stuff for us. It's getting a little dark here. I think I have some torches here. Let's go ahead and light up the inside of this. Eventually what we're going to do is we're going to build the basic structure out of this with stone. And then we're going to get our wand of equal trade and then go back in and finish up the details of it. So I think that's a good kind of building plan. So yeah, let's get some of our stone out of our golden bag of holding here. We're going to put it here, do a couple of these little transfers. You know, what would have probably been ideal is if I made one of those ender pouches and had it hooked up to a ender chest. But hindsight is 20/20. So I've got my builder's wand here. Let's grab ourselves some stone. And yeah, we're just going to work on building this up. This is the very basic structure of it. The very basic structure is this 15 by 15 cylinder, and then there's going to be a dome on top of that. And I'm thinking there's going to be off-croppings to the left and to the right of it, or east or west, whatever you like. And those are going to have maybe like some power-up stations, or like some place where you can rest. Maybe it has a bed in it or something. Not very useful stuff, but interesting stuff. So yeah. I'll be back with you guys when I have a bit more of this built. Okay guys, we have got a majority of the evil tower completed, and by majority I just mean the structure of it. It's not going to look like the stone. The stone is just a structure. We're eventually going to go back with the wand of equal trade and replace the blocks with something cooler. We'll put some patterns into the sides. We may even put some stairs or some carpenter's blocks in here. But yeah, it's coming along. As you can see, there is a large dome on top, and I already see like a little bit here that could use a bit of fixing up. There we go. Yeah, so but it's slow, laborious work, and as you can see, I'm gonna catch little bits like that need to be filled in, and so forth. On the inside, what I've decided to do was make kind of a spiral pattern into the center. So we're inside the evil temple at the moment, And as you go around, there's going to be spawners underneath the floor and probably up in the sky. I think up in the ceiling is going to be the best place to put them because people are going to be unable to put torches up there. But I have some Thaumcraft magic that can perpetually make this dark. So even if they put a torch down, it'll still be very dark in here. So I think that'll be very cool. Very interesting sort of dynamic. XB Crafted came by in invisible mode a few minutes ago and left us a monster spawner. He left us a witch spawner, which we will put in here. So guys, I just wanted to show you a bit of progress, and I will be right back when we have even more progress done. This is a very slow and long project, so bear with me. Blah, 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 blah. Okay guys, we are back. We are still in the middle of building our evil temple way over there. But one item that I feel like I could use to make it a little more difficult for people to navigate around inside the evil temple is cobwebs. There's a couple ways to get them. You can get a pair of shears that have silk touch on them and go find yourself a mine shaft and trudge around there forever. Or you can make this little block from witchery. It's called a spinning wheel, and I think it feeds off of power from my altar over there, but it very slowly, this is kind of a slow way to do it, but if you put string in here, you'll see this little progress bar goes by, and it makes cobwebs. So yeah, you can have yourself a own little source of cobwebs just in case you don't have the silk touch enchantment on a pair of shears. So yeah guys, I finished up basically the styling of my temple, and I have been warding the whole thing. So like, you know how the wand focus of warding will make it so that blocks can't break? I have basically been warding the whole damn thing, and it was a bigger project than I thought it would be, because I've been back here. I have a couple of, you guys can see them through here. And I don't know if I showed you guys this before, but I made a couple of these ethereal platforms from Thaumic Tinkerer, and you can go up them, but you can also stand on top of them. So like, it's kind of a one-way thing, and if you hold shift, you fall through. So it's kind of a cool way, you could have like little secret passageways, and it works really well with jetpacks. So yeah, up here I have a bunch of my aura nodes, and they're just sitting here all the time ready to be collected. So yeah, I'm going to make a bunch more cobweb, and we're going to go back to the temple, and I'll show you guys my progress. Okay guys, welcome back, and we're here at the location of our evil temple. I gotta find a way to grow these trees a little better so that it kind of shows off the entrance a little. It makes the entrance a little bit more apparent. I think this tree down here needs to go, even though this is one of the rare darkwood trees that have the vines on it, and I hate to get rid of it, but yeah, it's kind of in the way, and I want it to I want your eye to be able to know that it's being led in. So, as I told you guys before, I'm warding the whole thing with the wand focus of warding, so let's put that on real quick. Look at that. Every damn block on the outside is warded. And that took forever. Well, by forever I mean about like 2 hours. But still, forever. So let's go inside here real quick, and I'll show you a little bit what I'm thinking for the inside. I know a lot of people are going to come in here, and they're going to be like, ah, okay, so there's going to be creepers and other mobs on the ground. So I'm going to just get into hover mode in my jetpack and fly through the whole thing. So what I'm going to do is put cobwebs on the ceiling. So that way, if they try to the high route, they're going to get stuck in these cobwebs, and then maybe like skeletons will shoot them while they're stuck in the cobwebs, or witches or cave spiders or whatnot. And I think cave spiders have no problem getting through this cobweb. Also, if you check it out, these cobwebs are also warded. So yeah, everything in here is warded, so they can't take a portable hole and go through the wall. So yeah, it's kind of a pain in the butt even for me right now. So yeah, one thing I'm working on trying to figure out is people can come in here and light up the whole thing with torches, and that'll make it so the spawners that I hide in here won't be able to spawn. So I was looking through the Thaumonomicon, and we'll open this up real quick. I think it's over here in Thaumic Tinkering. There is something called Gaseous Illuminate, and it creates a bunch of light in an area where you break the file. But its counterpart is this thing called gaseous tenebrae. You have studied the intricacies of the shadow and found a way to create gaseous darkness by infusing a file with raw shadow. This file contains concentrated extract of gaseous tenebrae that can be released through the right click. It will spread relatively fast in the nearby area, darkening it. So I think if I flood enough of this area with that gaseous tenebrae, it will even counteract these torches. I have them in here now so I don't get overrun with mobs. But yeah, so something we also need to do is come in here and see what areas still aren't warded yet. Like that's not warded. We gotta ward up all of this so people can't sneak their way through. People are still gonna find their way to sneak in, and it doesn't bother me too much because I get the feeling they would know that I want them to run the gauntlet. And, you know, if they're desperate, they can sneak their way in. But I would like them to try and run the gauntlet and work their way in. I'm gonna put some traps in here. I'm gonna put some spawners in here. All kinds of stuff. And your reward... Look at this. Here's some creepers. Let's get them... Oh man, did they blow up some of my stuff? Okay, so yeah, I definitely have to ward more of this. Jeez. So yeah, monsters are spawning in here, and that's why I want to ward the whole thing, so that way these little bastards don't blow up my base. So yeah, I definitely have to do the floor. I was thinking before maybe I wouldn't have to, but I definitely do now that I've experienced that. What is this? Oh, okay. I know where I am now. So I've got to fix that. And you work your way through here, and there's going to be a ton of spawners right here. But here's the ladder way upwards. So you'll take this up here. Ah! There's already monsters in here. And this is going to be the main chamber. Basically, the whole top of this, I'm going to have flooded with cobwebs, so you can't, you know, hang out here too much. And there's going to be a bunch of spawners up here. And they're going to be active. We've got a little spider friend here already. He can die. And right here, on top of this pyramid, is going to be the statue of the goddess. So when you have a curse, you can come here, you can click it, and then you've got to work your way out. There's not going to be a magical way once you get here to get out. You're just going to have to run the gauntlet. I guess what I could do, and this is a thought, is I could put an arcane door somewhere with an arcane pressure pad on one side, and yeah, that's a thought. That could be an easy way out, you know, like if they're here and they don't want to run the gauntlet back, they could go here, hit the arcane pressure plate, which will be set for everybody, and that will open the arcane door. But on the other side, the door will be shut, and only I can open it. So yeah, that might be a thing to do, and I would definitely hold myself to the rules of the gauntlet, where if I did get cursed by somebody, I wouldn't just open this door and just come in here and click on the statue of the goddess. I would run the gauntlet myself, find out how hard it is. When we actually build it, we're going to do some test runs and see how difficult this is going to be. So actually, let's turn on our warding wand core, and you can see a few blocks have missed being warded. So we're going to go in here and fix those. It looks like the whole stripe of the side is not warded as well. So we'll go through here and we'll ward these guys up. So yeah, looks pretty good. I'll get back with you guys when I start thinking about where I want to place the spawners. And you know, this top room actually has a lot of space in it, so we could actually put a few things in here that other people could access. So it couldn't just it couldn't just be for the statue of the goddess. It could be for several powerful altars or whatnot. Say like there's something that cures other things, it could go here. You got 4 compass points. It would make sense that you could put other things in those compass points that are also powerful magical items. So it's a thought. I don't know if anybody else on the server has anything they want to put up here, but I would definitely help them out with that, and it's an idea. I like it a lot. So yeah, we're gonna get back to building this thing, and we'll see you guys real soon. Okay guys, we are back, and I think I've got the temple to a point where I like it. I've added a lot more detail to it, added some pillars to the top, added a little starting area. and was talking to some of the guys on the server, and they wanted to make it even harder to kind of be able to get to the statue of the goddess that is in here. So what they were thinking was that that you should only be able to use iron armor and a iron sword to get through here. I think that's going to make it almost virtually impossible. As you can see, there's all kinds of baddies in there. Here's like a druid skeleton from the Twilight Forest. As you can see, the whole thing is warded, and that took me for freaking ever. So what we're going to do is I made this little object. Let's get into the safety of a tree here. I made this stuff called Hyperkinetic Nitor from, I forget which mod it's from Thaumcraft, and supposedly just by having it in your inventory, it will light up the area. So I want to walk you guys through this real quick, just to show you what is in here. As you can see, I put up some signs here. It's the ye old... Stop fighting me. Alright, it's the ye old evil temple established 2014. Should only be attempted with iron armor and sword. So let's go in here. Ooh, look at the kinetic Nitor is totally lighting up the way. It's kind of giving me a little bit of lag, though. There's still some zombies here. So let's try to work our way through here. And, you know, it's covered in cobweb and whatnot. So, but as you go along, there's going to be spawners that shoot down. Actually, let's get this hyperkinetic. No, you guys need to, I need to keep it for the video. But there is a zombie spawner up there that will send zombies after people. There's little spider spawners here and there that will send spiders after people. And I think they're not spawning because of this hyperkinetic Nitor. So I'm going to get rid of it, actually. And maybe I'll just turn up the brightness settings on the video itself. Alright, there we go. Back in the darkness. And I think things will start spawning now. But yeah, this is the little area here. You've got to weave your way through. Here comes a bunch of spiders to ruin my day. So we'll get rid of those guys real quick. Oh, there's a little baddie there firing crap at me. Let's see here. Let's work our way through here very gingerly. There's another guy waiting for us. It's very easy to get stuck in these cobwebs. So you work your way through to this point, and I think I'm going to add some more spawners here. XB said he was going to maybe loan me a spawner that I could put in here of like a Carmenite golem or something. But I think that would be good, because there are all kinds of monsters in here. I have pretty good armor on at the moment, so it's not an issue, but if I had iron armor on right now, it would be a pain in the butt. So what I'm going to do here is we're going to... As you can see, this room is like littered with cobweb. There's already a zombie in here trying to get my autograph. You can't have it. In the corners here, I put various other spawners. I think this is... that is a cave spider spawner. We just figured it out because he came out and he got me. Die, fool! We're going to go ahead and pull out the hyperkinetic Nitor here, if I can get some garbage out of my inventory and not die in the process. There we go. Man, it is a pain in the butt to get through this thing. Just because... Ooh, I got a hat. Not bad. Oh, here comes the skeletons. We're going to get in hover mode before we just die to death here. But basically, this whole area is covered in cobwebs and spawners du jour. Over here, I think, is a wolf spawner. So this will send out angry wolves. Over here is a witch spawner. And this will spawn witches, as you can see. So it is a nasty mess up in here, and I don't see how people are going to be able to do this in iron armor. It's so much of a pain in the butt for me to just do it like this. So yeah. So guys, I think that's a pretty good wrapping up point for this evil temple. We'll probably... Oh god, I gotta get out of here. Let's see if we can get our portable hole out. I have a few areas in here that I left open just in case of emergencies. But it's going to be difficult. Leave me alone. Urgh. Goodness gracious, this is a pain in the butt. I think one is over here. We're going to run over here real quick. I am probably stuck with like 50,000 arrows right now. Let's see here. Let's get out of hover mode. I think right here is a safe spot. Nope. Shoot. Alright guys, I'm going to pause it right here and get the hell out of this temple. Okay guys, I made my way out. It is now nighttime and the evil temple and all of its glory is done. We'll probably add some stuff to it. I'm thinking of actually getting a nether star block and putting it on the top of this, just as a, you know, a final hurrah. So, yeah. So there you go, guys. There's the evil temple. I think it came out pretty good. It's a little phallic, but whatever. Looking good, evil temple. And I think we're going to end the episode there. So, guys, if you enjoyed the episode, give it a big old thumbs up. That helps me out a lot. And if you want to subscribe, do that. And until next time, guys, we'll see you all real soon. Bye! Alright, let's get a good screenshot of this bad boy. Oh, yeah. There we go. Click!